we're going to look at 3 different ways to concatenate text in Excel. This first method here is pretty much the same as what we looked at many years ago on this channel, which is just to use the ampersand function. So we're going to do equal, we're going to select our cell, we're going to do ampersand, and then we're going to do b_want. So if I do this, you'll see that it concatenated the text, but there's no space in between. So if I wanted a space in between, what I need to do is I need to put in a space within quotes because it's a text or it's a character, put another ampersand, and then do I want, right? And I can autofill, and now it says I want to combine these texts because that is what this video is about. But what if you want to combine, like I want to combine these texts because that's what this video is about, all in one cell? This is a question that I've gotten many times over the years, and to use this method is a little bit convoluted, and we'll see why option number three is the best way to do this. But the ampersand method is also pretty good for simple lines like this. So we'll do, A1, ampersand, and then B1, ampersand. You can see that by mistakes that this becomes a little bit convoluted. So I'm just going to do these 4. So I want to combine. You can see just how big the formula can get if you have so many of these. And there's no real way to copy and paste these in bulk and do something like this. You can script it, but for regular users, that might be a little bit too complex. And then if I copy and paste down, you'll see that it skips down because it starts at A1 and the next one will start at A2 and so on and so forth. Right, that's one. Number 2 method is a little bit easier. So Excel many years ago added the concatenate option. Right now, concatenation function is being replaced by concat. It does the exact same thing, and this is just a function. So you'll do concat, and what this does is you just select the rows or the cells that you want, right? So I'm just going to do those 6 cells, and it says I want to combine these texts. But again, you'll see that there is no delimiter. There's no way to add a space all in one go. So you'd have to do the exact same thing. But this time, instead of using ampersand in between these cells, what you do is you add commas. I'm just going to leave that one. So yeah, I want to combine these texts, right? And then again, we can autofill down, and this is what it looks like. Pretty straightforward. If you ask me, I think this function is a little bit more work than this one, where you just need one ampersand instead of you need a whole concat function, some parentheses, etc. All right, so now we're going to move on to the third option, and this is going to do everything you want it to do. So this one is called text join. And as you can see, the first option here, it asks for a delimiter. So the delimiter here, let's say it's space, comma, it's going to say ignore empty cells. So you can actually select multiple cells, and if you select an empty one, it'll skip those and just use a delimiter. But if you select false, it'll include those in the concatenation as well. But I'll click on true, true, and then it wants the text. So here I can do A1 and B1. Pretty simple, right? You can add as many text as you want. You can see that things that are in the brackets, square brackets, are optional, but you can add as many as you want. So this is, again, I want, and I can autofill this all the way down. But we can get more complex because this allows you to select a range. So I'm going to do the same thing, text join, delimiter, I'm going to put space, ignore true. I don't know why it's not selecting true. True. Okay, there we go. And then this time, instead of adding these one by one, I'm just going to select this. And you can see it selected the range A1 all the way to B7. And you can see that it combined all of those texts. So I'll get rid of that, or it says easyprogramming.net. You can see that it put all of that in one line, all of these texts in one line, with a very simple formula. So this is super easy. And since I didn't do an absolute reference here, if I copy down, you'll see that it goes down to A2 to B8 and so on and so forth until it goes to the bottom. But if I wanted to combine, if I wanted to leave this as hold on, all I have to do is select that and click F4. And you can see put the dollar signs in between the rows and columns, press enter, and now if I copy and paste it, you get the same text because the reference stays absolute. Not that you would ever need to do this anyway. But anyways, these are 3 different ways of concatenating text in Excel. Simple and easy. Thank you for watching.